Hi, I've decided to create a video for you guys to understand a different meaning, a different way to really energize or relax or wherever this video takes you talking about the twin flames. I plan to create these videos to be like ASMR. I'm going to work on my voice to make them more monotone and relax you into this world to escape and talk about the divine masculine, the feminine that is evolving, both counterparts. ASMR is a feeling of well being combined with a tingling sensation. My idea is to get this feeling of love that is created in this discussion around the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and how it makes us feel. In different ways, it can trigger us. So, to find a way to really align with that higher love in that other dimension to relax. This is experienced as people are responding to different stimulus. So throughout my career, I've used art, and now I'm going to try to use sound to relax you in this conversation. I'm going to work on keeping my voice very calm. So, as maybe you escape to listen to this, you're able to go into a higher consciousness, to align yourself to attract your twin flame, or just visualize that there's somebody else out there that's coming into cohesiveness with you, even if you may believe that that's actually in alignment with yourself. However, you see twin flames. So I will read the cards and we will do more of a discussion with the divine masculine speaking to the divine feminine and vice versa. I hope you enjoy this. So we're going to start with Gabriel, and I'm going to pull cards for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Two come out for the feminine. And one comes out for the masculine. So at first, using the divine energy of Archangel Gabriel, he is coming through speaking to the feminine, and he's immediately telling the feminine to let go, release the desire to control the situation, and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. I'm really feeling this right now with the full moon. As we use this energy of the full moon to release, especially as divine feminines, we're able to transmute that energy and push all of those high intense emotions, whether it be feeling triggered wherever the divine feminine feels right now. Gabriel's also allowing and seeing the divine feminine go through this transformation. He's also saying, your prayer is answered in a creative way. So, how can we use Gabriel's message, which is your prayer is answered in a creative way, to really transmute our energy and finding that creativity in our regular life? There's ways to write poetry, just journal write, paint. What is something creative we can do around the house to really push through these emotions of letting go? Gabriel has then turned to the divine masculine and said, it's time for you to detox. Release toxins from your body, mind, and diet. Perhaps right now the divine masculine has come from a place of drinking heavily or gorging himself or not taking care of his body. So he needs to really take this time to really not only release his toxins, but maybe start with an exercise diet that he wasn't doing. Or perhaps thinking of a new way to set some mindfulness into his daily life and really start thinking about the choices he's making. And I say he only to talk about energy, not man or female, but masculine energy. How else can the masculine release toxins from his body? Perhaps taking a walk, getting inspiration, really just releasing, drinking lots of water to flush out things. The next cards I'll use are Archangel Power Tarot cards. So the first three cards that the angels say to the feminine is Ace of Michael, 8 of Gabriel, 7 of Gabriel. The Ace of Michael, such a beautiful card. Michael really embraces us and brings power to the forefront. A wonderful idea right now. He's really wanting us, the divine feminines, to really push forward. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder you. Clear up the communication with problems with others. It's interesting that the divine feminines, I want you to know right now I'm going through something very similar. I have a beautiful crystal, fluorite crystal, next to my bed to seek clarity in all the decisions and ideas I'm taking forward, stepping forward right now. I recommend you do the same. The next that came up was the 8 of Gabriel. The 8 of Gabriel is a great deal of activity coming around us, sudden and immediate results, important communication coming in. Interesting enough, the exact same message I did earlier today with raising the consciousness was important communication coming in. I really feel like right now with the twin flames, this is occurring because the full moon triggers different dramas that have been said, and then we're seeking clarity if you haven't reached it. The last is the 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. I'm sorry about the water noise in the background. My dog is really wanting to be part of this discussion, clearly. He's a puppy. So just claim your personal power. That's what Archangel Gabriel is really wanting to say right now as divine feminines. Hi, Liz. It's good to see you. So I've decided to do this video to really bring in the energy of love and understanding in the twin flames and have a video to be able to relax to and hear the energies that are transpiring between the two. The angels are pressing upon the divine masculine, the 2 of Michael, which is so interesting, right? Because we just had the ace with the divine feminine. It will all be better if you will just make a decision. This again is pushing the divine masculine to step forward, release the toxins that we just talked about. He's overanalyzing this problem. He's not allowing it to go. Find the compromise, not only within yourself, but be brave and reach out to the divine feminine, even if for a short communication, a letter, a note, even sending that to the universe, releasing that. And again, Ariel comes through. And it's interesting, Liz is here because Liz actually reminds me a lot of Ariel. Ariel comes across as this really beautiful bright light that has a foot not only in nature, but in has all of the elements of nature within her. She's light, she's the sun, she's the star, she's the moon, she's everything, even the earthly possessions. So the 3 of Ariel, do what you love. What do you love? Asking the divine masculine really has to search for that love and attract it. A time of great personal growth in your career and artistic endeavors, which I really like because part of releasing toxins and finding that creativity and find that muse to disperse it is just absolutely loving and almost angelic. So working with others in a cooperative manner, So Ariel's really asking the Divine Masculine right now not only to be a service to others, but also to be part of community, uplift community, really stand in your divine, stand in your twin flame love and journey. It's really incredible when we love and we give love, we're able to love ourselves. And I do believe that's part of that releasing of toxins. And lastly, the Four of Ariel. What's so interesting is Gabriel gave us the 6 and 7 of Gabriel, right? So Gabriel came through right back to back. And now we have Ariel doing the same thing. And we see the mirror, right? When you give, you also receive. It's so beautiful that this is what's coming up because it's so in flow in what we're speaking of right now. The masculine is being resistance. He's feeling this resistance to change. And instead, just letting go of the extremes, right? You don't need to spend a ton of money. You don't need to save a ton of money. You're just learning how to flow and really get on that surfboard and ride out the energy. So beautiful, these cards. So I'm going to bring some light into the equation. Why don't we just let this calming come across you? And I hope you'll use this video just to relax. Try not to go to the negative or the positive. Just really try to find that alignment within you and allow this journey to pass love throughout you. It's interesting right now in society. We see Megan Fox and Colton, or who you guys know as Machine Gun Kelly, really showing the world what twin flames are. It's okay if you don't condone or you don't stand behind them, but what they're bringing is more energy to the twin flames for you to feel loved and for you to see it's okay to follow your heart. It's okay if people think you're crazy. It's just to be and love yourself and in turn attract love. Okay, I will pull 3 cards for the Divine Feminine and then 3 for the Masculine. And the oracles, are you saying the feminines you need to use? The Council of Light. Use the Ascended Masters. Some people call them guides, other people call them guardians. But really seek that higher dimension understanding and remind yourself you're supported. You have all these helpers in the subtle realms. Everybody's there to assist you, especially in this journey, or we wouldn't have created it. The next one we get is boundaries. Where do we know we need to set those boundaries as divine feminines, right? That is the hardest thing we can do in this journey. Really standing up for ourselves and being courageous. But when we set those boundaries of self-care, we step into that consciousness of higher self-esteem, which then gravitates to even higher and stronger people, and we all level up together. And if there were a question you may put in your higher consciousness right now, think about it. What question would you have? Take your time. I want you to think of a question. The universe is telling you to take some time, pause, reflect. Right now, the answer is no. And I think that's because right now we're in Mercury retrograde. We're needing to use this energy to really transmute us as we get to the climax of that full moon. Now I'll go through the masculine. The masculines are asking for you just to reflect, devote time to yourself, find your spiritual practice, do your inner temple, tune into the portal of your heart. Where do you stand? Where can you be vulnerable? When we devote that and we tune into that portal, we allow ourselves to really be open. And then we're able to transmute and pass love past us and through us, attracting it around us. This is another confirmation that masculines really truly need to get grounded. It's time for us as a masculine to tap into the ground and really feel firm. And I say us because perhaps you have divine feminine and divine masculine in you. Wherever you seek is seeking you, as Rumi says. If you see this as an individual person, then this is your divine masculine. If you see this as your divine feminine and a divine masculine, then find your way to get connected with nature. Allow. If this is your divine masculine, then the masculine is looking to get his feet into the dirt and really get grounded and settle and just release those toxins, because he's starting to step into that high sensitivity state. And the oracles are telling the masculines to trust their path. Trust your path. You have a path in front of you and you just put one foot in front of the other. As a masculine, if you knew you would be supported by everything around you, you could have whatever you would want. Why aren't you taking the time to write it out, manifest it, create your story? As Abraham Hicks says, you're the character. You're the main character of your story. Only you get to control that. So just allowing yourself to really be tuned in. And then lastly, I'm going to pull a moon card. The divine feminine and the divine masculine. This is for the feminine. Don't let your past hold you back. Stepping into that power, finding that creativity. This is what we've been talking about this whole video, which is just absolutely beautiful. So really take the time right now as we're in Mercury retrograde to push that past away from you and create new goals for the new year. And this is for the divine masculine. Nothing is yet set in stone. How unbelievable is that? Nothing is set in stone. Just to close out the reading, to give that hope and love and support from the universe that you can create your own path. Nothing is wrote in stone. Means the fact of, we may have scars. I have a scar right here through my eyebrow. But it's never held me back. I don't look at my face as imperfection. I look at my face as different and how I stand out different to others. Step into your imperfections. Love yourself and walk down your path. Be gentle, be kind. Divine feminines and divine masculines are here to find one another, love one another, and that love is supposed to be transmuted through the universe. It is time we really step into using this love to create new paths in the world and show people how we are co-creatives. That is truly what the twin flames are all about. I love you, and I hope this time has been refreshing and relaxing and uplifting. Take care of yourself. See you soon, sending you love and light. Bye-bye.